channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jenny Geska. I am a travel agent, travel vlogger, and blogger, as well as a realtor here in North Carolina. Today, I have a little bit of a trip announcement. Now, I wanted to do this a lot earlier, but the holidays came and we just kind of got wrapped up in everything. It's much later than I wanted it to be. We are actually leaving tomorrow in the morning, first thing in the morning, and I figured better late than never, so here we go. For those of you who haven't been to my channel before, as a travel agent, I try to give as many tips and tricks and hacks as I can, and kind of give you guys some insight on how I plan my own trips so that maybe it can help during yours. And of course, my services are free, so if you or anyone you know is looking to plan a trip, we do have complimentary travel planning with my agency. So please don't hesitate to reach out with any questions or comment below with any questions that you may have. We are headed to Disney World tomorrow. We are going to be spending 4 days there, 3 days in the parks. My daughter and I are going to be flying out very early in the morning. The reason we're on separate flights is, again, as most of you know, we usually use points to fly that we've acquired through travel credit cards and bank cards and stuff like that. I do have more information about that on my blog, and I'll put that information below if you'd like to read up on what my favorite travel credit card is and why. We're originally staying at Pop Century, which is one of my daughter's favorites. She loves the Skyliner, but it got really busy during the holidays. Pop Century did put out an announcement saying that they were not going to be able to guarantee whether or not you would have one king or two queens in your room. But I wanted to go ahead and upgrade our stay so that I could make sure that my family was completely comfortable and we didn't have to deal with all squeezing into one bed. That would just not work for us. That's one thing to keep in mind if you are going to be staying at some of the value resorts, is that sometimes you are not sure what your sleeping arrangements are going to be. So you either have to be really flexible or maybe consider a moderate or deluxe resort instead. Arrive tomorrow. I've already scheduled our Mears or Sunshine Flyer transfer, and that just makes it a little easier on us. I don't have to think about yielding an Uber or a Lyft or anything like that. It also made more sense financially versus us paying for two separate Lyfts or Ubers with my daughter and I, and then another one for my husband. Now, I did go ahead and take advantage of the 60-day dining reservations. Those of you who don't know about that, if you're staying on site, you can start making your dining reservations for your entire trip 60 days out from the first day that you check into your hotel. If you're staying off-site, there is a little bit of a disadvantage, and that you can only start making your dining reservations 60 days out from that day. So basically, you would have to get up every single morning and make reservations for that day versus being able to make it for the entirety of your stay. So the plan is we do have hopper passes for each of the days. The first day, unfortunately, we goofed. My daughter and I did decide to wait until last minute. We knew that we were flying in early and that we were going to have a whole day in front of us. We also just kind of wanted to see how we were feeling about it and what the weather was going to be like. We decided last minute that we wanted to go ahead and get just a one-day ticket to Epcot, but waiting last minute during the holidays did not work to our advantage. Even as a travel agent, I should have known this. And when I tried to book one park passes today, we were not able to do so. Lesson learned: if you were going to wait until last minute, be prepared that you might get bumped out of your opportunity to get park tickets. So we decided that instead we're just going to get there and see how we feel. I've never actually taken my daughter to Disney Springs, and we might actually just kind of do some resort hopping, go to Disney Springs, and just take a nice chill day. Since we're getting up so early, it might be nice to catch a midday nap. So we'll kind of see what tomorrow brings. My cat is going to hop in. On Saturday, we are going to go ahead and we're going to start at Animal Kingdom, and then we are going to head to Magic Kingdom. On Sunday, which is New Year's Eve, we're going to plan on spending most of the day at Epcot. And on our last day, we're going to plan on spending most of our day at Hollywood Studios. We already did make all of our park reservations, thank goodness, because they look like they're quite sold out this weekend. So I'm just gonna go over some of the things that I normally pack that make my life a little bit easier when I'm in the parks. Hopefully they will help you guys. And it's going to be quite chilly this weekend. I think it's only going to be maybe a high of 71 on one of the days. It's going to be in the 40s and 50s at night. So a little bit different experience. I'm not used to having to pack like jackets and stuff like that, but we will for this trip. So I will show you guys how I'm putting together my outfits to try to keep things simple and what types of items I use while I'm in the park. All right, so see, these are some of like our park park bag essentials, park essentials, stuff like that. Things I always pack when I'm going to the theme parks, just because I know we're going to need them. So these are, I've talked about these in my past videos. These are the shoe covers. For those of you who don't know what they look like, it's just a little silicone shoe cover that can slip over your sneaker. It has traction on the bottom. And what I do is I pack them in a little baggie with a poncho. So I pack one for each of us, and I just have that ready to go. And then I also just pack some extra ponchos. They are way less expensive to buy them ahead of time than they are to buy them in the parks. Always bring a Tide pen. I have quite a few different types of reusable straws. And again, I can kind of link as many of these products below as possible. But you know, at Disney, they use paper straws, which I love, but at the same time, I just don't feel like they work really well. So I'd like to bring my own. I do bring a little first aid container with some Band-Aids in them. I always bring some sort of friction gel or some kind of like blister defense or something like that. I'm packing some hand warmers this time, which is kind of crazy because we usually are packing fans and cooling towels, but it's actually supposed to be a little bit chilly, and I think at night those might come in handy as well. These are kind of like the drink holders. You can attach them to your park bag, or you can wear them right over your shoulder. That way, if you want to have access to your water bottle or your beverage and you don't want to have to carry it, you want to be hands-free, those come in really handy, and when you're not using them, they can fold up and go right in your bag. Portable umbrella. And then I usually bring a couple lanyards just in case. My daughter did lose her magic band on the last trip, and they did give us kind of like the key to the world. It does pretty much everything except for all the fun glitzy things of the magic band, and we just popped them right in this lanyard, and she was able to wear that. So it's kind of like a backup accessory. These are a couple more of the portable straws. So these are just little silicone straws, and they come with this cute little container here. And I do bring like a little brush so that I can kind of clean them out at night in between the days. I do pack a portable pop-up laundry hamper, and then immediately I grab a trash bag. I just like to keep everything neat and tidy and off the floor, and this just folds down into pretty much nothing in my suitcase. I think I got it off of Temu for maybe $2. Okay, so this is what I'm bringing. I'm bringing 2 different bags for my park bags, just so I have some options. This was actually a kid's bag that I found on Amazon. It was very inexpensive. I'll link it below. I just thought it was super cute. And then this jumbo waist bag that I found on Temu, and you have to excuse the dirt because it's been on a couple trips already, but I actually bedazzled it myself. I thought it came out kind of cute, and it was really, really easy to do. It was kind of a fun project, but I love these because on the rides, I can just sling them around the front, wear them on my chest, and I don't have to worry about taking anything off. And these are the ears that I'm bringing. I'm only bringing 3 pairs this time. I'm going with kind of like a monochromatic Minnie Mouse themed wardrobe because I figured that would be the easiest way to do it without having to put complete outfits together. And this is kind of what I mean by a monochromatic wardrobe. Everything white, red, and black for the most part. And these are items that I can stack, I can layer them, I can take things off if I get warm, I can put more layers on if I get cold, and I just figured this was the easiest way to do it. I'm bringing a couple scarves that are black, white, and red. I have that dress that I could layer with the turtleneck and some thick tights, and I just figured this would make things a lot easier. All right, of course, all around the house I have chargers going, so I've already charged my electric toothbrush. That's one thing I do when I'm going on a trip. Charging up all the magic bands. I will be packing all of the electronics. The other thing I start doing is packing all of the portable charging packs, our fuel rods, stuff like that. I like to just have everything done. That way I can also pack all of the charging accessories and all the plugs and whatnot that we need and just have it ready to go.
I struggle to see what your reasons are. Sitting in your balance, silence breaks my heart. Turn the key used to be our getaway car. Now I only wanna get away from where we are. 'Cause it's fake, yeah. Say you need a break, yeah.
So one thing to note when you're staying at Caribbean Beach Resort is that it is really spread out. We opted to be as close to the Skyliner as possible. So just make a note of that if you are booking that resort. You could be really far away from transportation. We're about 5 minutes. We're right across. We can literally see the Skyliner from our room, which is fantastic. And we are in the Trinidad building, number 34, so it's about as close as you can get. All right, guys, so we got a Little Mermaid room. We had put the request in, but I also wanted to be near the Skyliner and the bus stop, and somehow we lucked out and got both. We're in the Trinidad section. So let me show you this area first. So there's obviously one queen bed here, plenty of storage. There's your television. Here's all, you can see some of that Little Mermaid theming here. Yep, there's some privacy for the bathroom in case someone's up in the morning and some other people are still sleeping. It does have a coffee maker, an ice bucket, and then underneath here it does have your mini fridge / beverage cooler. And the bathrooms are really, really cute. I love the theming, plenty of storage. There's some storage in here that's kind of out of the way, some things to hang your stuff on. Here's the closet. There is an ironing board. A lot of people are always asking like what is in the different rooms. That helps answer your question. Bathrooms are okay. They remind me just like Pop. Maybe some more space, but nothing too fancy in there. Here's a different view. All right, so Sadie's gonna demonstrate. So we do have a 5-person room. Sadie is gonna demonstrate where the second queen bed comes from. First, we're gonna move that. All right, let's see if Muscles can do it over here. Nice. So there, just like that, that queen bed folds down. We have that splash of Little Mermaid theming right there. It's super cute. And then of course, if you have that 5th person, Sadie's gonna demo again. And I do love the storage underneath that bench. There is a single person day bed there that I think is so adorable. I secretly wanna sleep there, but that's the Little Mermaid themed, the kind of refurbished Caribbean beach resort room. That's really it for now, guys. And again, I hope that this helps you when you're planning your trip. Again, don't be afraid to reach out if you would like some help planning your next trip to Disney, Universal, or anywhere else. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll have quite a few videos going up this weekend. And also don't be afraid to connect with me on social media because I will be posting a lot more daily activities on there as well.